Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel once again, and for today's video I'm going to try out one more Pokemon that I've got a bit buffed up with the new move Breaking Swipe, and it is going to be Heliolisk. So Heliolisk, earlier it was having access to Grass Snot alongside Parabolic Charge, Thunderbolt, and it may be Bulldoze, but now it have got a good spammy bait move of Breaking Swipe that actually have neutral damage on quite a few typings over here, and to which alongside it have access to Grass Knot for coverage on ground as well, which hits hard, and Volt Switch does good amount of damage and generates energy quickly as well, to which I'll be pairing this up with a safe swap of Registeel, which is so good that I have to put it in my backline as well. And since my backline will be now Heliolisk and Registeel, it will be again weak to ground and fighting, to which it is very hard to cover those two typings. That is the reason I am pairing up it with my Medicham in the lead, because Medicham with almost all the flyers gone can really put up so much good effort in this meta as well. And Medicham having access to counter Ice Punch can do good amount of damage to ground and fighting as well, because it will be resisting those fighting types moves as well, and it hits quite hard on some kind of like flyers and ground as well, to which this is going to be a ABB team style strategy, because Registeel is going to be luring out the potential ground, water, or maybe fighting, which Medicham can easily handle and give a really good opportunity for Heliolisk sweep in the back over here. Moving into the first matchup, I pick up a lead against Talonflame over here. So Talonflame is going to be kind of a core breaker for my lead and my safe swap, so I have to stay in this matchup, and I correctly shield up the first Brave Bird, to which they comes back in with their own Deoxys defense right now, which is not good, because I will be going for the first Ice Punch that does not hit very hard, and I'll be safe swapping now into my own Registeel, because Registeel, though it will be taking counter damage, like counter super liquid damage from this Deoxys defense, but apart from that they have not got anything to threat my Registeel over here. Rather, I can easily go for the first Zap Cannon that hits quite hard, and it almost knocks out the Registeel, knocks out the defense Deoxys over here, to which they will be going for the first Psycho Boost, and even with the defense, with the attack drop, it does not do too much damage. And now I can let this next charge move go through once again, because it's triple debuffed right now, and they swaps back into their own Talonflame over here. Talonflame will not appreciate the Zap Cannon, so they put up their final the first shield, and I can now easily come back with my Heliolisk to put so much pressure onto this Talonflame over here. Talonflame will be going for the Flame Charge to boost up their attack, and now I thought of going for the full Farm Down, which I can get, but I have to take one Flame Charge, which is a neutral right now, like boosted, but it is in 0 stages over here, to which I now have got back-to-back Breaking Swipes with my Heliolisk. That does take care of the defense Deoxys, and the final Pokemon that they have got access to is going to be a Dragonite, which will not appreciate this Breaking Swipe. It does so much damage in this scenario as well, and now it is all up to Medicham over here. So I'll be going for the next Ice Punch that will be guaranteeing the final shield from my opponent's end, and now before they can go for the next back-to-back move, I can easily go for the next Ice Punch that will take care of this Dragonair, giving me the win for the first battle over here. GG's. Moving into the next battle, I pick up a lead against Golbat. So Golbat, again in this meta, is quite good, because it have access to Poison Fang and Shadow Ball, but this is too quick to be a Shadow Ball, so I let this go, and now this is going to be a Poison Fang over here, which is I can count it correctly, and now I'll be going for the next Ice Punch that draws out the first shield from my opponent's end, which is huge, because now Registeel have such a good matchup in this Golbat scenario over here, and now I can let this first Shadow Ball go through that does not do too much damage, because it's non-stab, and now I can easily go for the next Zap Cannon as they come back with their own Hypno and get the attack drop as well, which is huge because now Shadow Hypno might run Ice Punch, Fire Punch, but it is actually running Thunder Punch, which does not even do a tickle to my Registeel, and you can easily go for the next Zap Cannon as well. So Zap Cannon will be taking care of this Hypno from that kind of range, and I have guaranteed myself shield and switch advantage over here as well, which is huge. And the final Pokemon that they have access to is going to be Dedenne over here. So Dedenne will go for the next discharge to take care of my Registeel, which I am fine with because now I can easily come back with my Heliolisk and go for the next move, which I believe I have to shield up once because this might be a play rough which will be hurting me a lot, but it was only a discharge, and now I can easily go for the next Grass Knot. So Grass Knot onto Dedenne hits quite hard, and Heliolisk is actually on the attack rated side, so as you guys can see, it almost takes out the Dedenne over here, and now I can easily come back, like they can easily come back with their Golbat, but they will not appreciate this incoming Breaking Swipe that will lower their attack as well. But now, as I was counting correctly, this is going to be one more Poison Fang that does not knock my Medicham out from that kind of health as well, and now I can easily go for the next Ice Punch to guarantee and draw out the final shield from my opponent's end, which I do perfectly, and I can easily will be coming back with my own Heliolisk and go for a farm down over here. So I can let this next charge move go through because it's just going to be a Poison Fang, but if they're going for back to back, I can shield up the next one, to which they recognizes their feat and top lifts the game over here, which actually was going to be a win as always. Moving into the third battle, I pick up a lead against Charizard over here. So Charizard is kind of again a core breaker for my backline and my lead over here, but I have to play this around. So I can easily shield up the first move, which ends up being a Blast Burn, which is usually very nice because Blast Burn does the most damage over here. And now I'll be going for the first Ice Punch that guarantees out the first shield from my opponent's end as well, which is huge because now Ice Punch will be dealing quite a bit of neutral damage over here, and since Charizard is quite very squishy over here, it cannot take in back-to-back multiple Ice Punch with the counter damage. So I can let this next charge move go through, which ends up being a Dragon Claw, and I survive, and they have to go for the next move to take my Medicham out from that kind of range as well, which I am fine with until and unless I save up shield for my Heliolisk over here, to which they comes back with their own Medicham over here once again. But now, since I've got my Breaking Swipe ready, I'll be going for the first Breaking Swipe that does lower the attack as well, and they have to go for the next move. So I believe they are actually running Thunderbolt. Yeah, it was Thunderbolt, but it does not do a tickle to my Registeel as well, and they are not swapping out because I think whatever they have in the backline is actually going to be weak to Registeel as well, which I'm quite fortunate for. And now they swaps out into their own final Pokemon, which is going to be Azumarill over here. So Azumarill will actually not appreciate this incoming Zap Cannon as well, which is non-stab but hits quite hard. It hits very hard. It does 70% of its damage, and it does take it does allow the attack drop as well, which is huge. And now they went for the next play rough, which I can easily let go, and I can easily come back with my Heliolisk to load up on energy right now. So I'll be going for the shield over here, and I will be going for the hefty farm down onto this Azumarill, and I can easily go for the next Breaking Swipe onto the incoming defense Deoxys over here to potentially lower their attack as well. And now they cannot do enough damage to farm me down over here. Rather, I can easily go for the Volt Switch damage, take them out over here, and guarantee my win for the third battle here as well. So this is to my print, really well played. And now hopping into the next battle, I pick up a lead against Staraptor over here that is running Quick Attack, which I am not too worried about because Staraptor usually runs Wing Attack or Gust, which will be super effective for me. But now this swaps out into their own Charmer over here, which is going to be the Granbull over here. So Granbull will not appreciate this incoming Zap Cannon as well, which might one-shot them, which it does. And now they have to come back with their final Pokemon, which I believe it is, and it is going to be the Toxicroak over here. So Toxicroak again will not appreciate this Zap Cannons as well, and that is the reason why Registeel is so good. It is so bulky and it does charge up really quickly onto this Zap Cannons and Focus Blast that really hurts a lot. To which they gave up both of the shields, which I am fine with, because now I will be letting this first charge move go through, which will be a Sludge Bomb, but I can handle that one. And now I will be I have to shield up the next one, because I cannot let my Medicham go down with that much amount of energy, and I will be going for the next Psychic, which is double super effective on Toxicroak. So goodbye Toxicroak over here, and I'll be swapping out into my own Heliolisk to take care of this Staraptor over here that will be going for the close combat, which I have to shield up because I'm part normal as well, and I can go for the farm down with Volt Switch, getting me the win for the fourth battle here as well, which is really nice for this team. And that's one more battle to go. Moving on to the next battle, which is I believe the final one, and I pick up a lead against Fire Spin Charizard right now. So I'll be going for the first Ice Punch beat over here, which I'm not sure what I was doing back that time. So I only did a nice, which is not really good, because as far as I remember, I totally misplayed this battle over here. So you guys will be seeing this is the end, this is the exact battle how you should not play. You should concentrate on the battles while you are doing that, which I was not doing, and I have to shield up the next Dragon Claw, which is not good, to which they comes back with their Charmer over here. And the final Pokemon that they have access to is going to be which is Grovyle. Yeah, Grovyle. So as you guys can see, Grovyle with double shield advantage, like single shield advantage onto a Registeel, is not a good matchup, because they will go for this spammy Leaf Blade, which does not hurt much. But if you are going for back-to-back 3-4 Leaf Blades, it does add up, and it is going to take out a Registeel from a full health as well, which is quite unfortunate for me, because now I can go for the next Focus Blast, but they will shield up and they will go for back-to-back Leaf Blades that will take me out as well, which is quite unfortunate for me. And I let this next charge move go through again, and they can easily go for the next Leaf Blade one more time. And this is where I misplayed, so I should have let this next charge move go through, and I should have come back with my own Medicham to take it out, but I did not do so, which is why I'll be going for the next Focus Blast. And now I miscalculated once again, so I thought I can go for one Grass Knot, but since it's going to be a Shadow Granbull, it does take me down over here as well, which is really unfortunate for me. And they can farm my Medicham down as well, which is totally rough, and I totally threw out this game. That is why you should not do anything else while you are battling. You should concentrate on it. And as you guys can see, I end up losing the final battle over here as well. So for this team, it's quite good, but what I feel, Heliolisk is kind of niche here as well, because though Breaking Swipe does have a good matchup in some kind of scenarios, but it is not again really strong in the open Great League meta over here. So it might have got good play in some limited metas, but in Great League, open Great League, it is kind of niche on the lower side. So that will be all for this video, and see you again in the next one. Till then, peace.